Welcome to Fermuse, Newfoundland. It's a pretty interesting community. The rail line here enters on the highway about 2.5–3 kilometers outside of Fermuse, and if you're traveling from St. John, the railway would actually be on your right hand side as you enter Fermuse. The track actually loops around the hillside and crosses over where the fire station is in Fermuse. That's the actual crossing. Along the sectional line here we found 2 track links again, which would incorporate 4 bolts for linking on the rails. Next community is Calbert. The railway comes in on the right hand side of Calbert and becomes one with the highway. There's a pond on the left hand side of the highway as you enter Calbert from St. John's. The railway is actually part of the highway in this location, and just as you make the turn to go up the hill, the railway actually went straight ahead. So we've been unable to find any remains of the track in this location. Future explorations just may and as we enter Calvert, we did trace the rail bed back. There are numerous bridges in there. It is a long walk between Calvert, and it's definitely worth the walk. We walked in 3 miles, so 3 in and 3 back, 6 miles, thanks with GPS. We did know that, so it's quite the walk. It's level as usual, and nice few ponds in there. If you're into trouting or whatnot, it's definitely the spot to go. The next community is Portugal Coast South. There's a map showing the actual route from the rail line. If you look closely at the map, it's actually shown as a black line with lines going through it. There's actual remains of the line on that map. There's a very old section of the line. Actually an interesting section. There's actually remains of the old telegraph line. There's numerous pieces of old telegraph insulators littered around on the sides of the track, especially on the boggy areas. Lots of spikes can be found here, and also before here and Bisy Bay, the track actually disappears into the bog here, and I could not even find out where it actually went from here. The next community is Bisy Bay. Here the remains of an old trestle. As you can see in the picture there, it's part of the track has actually been washed out, I guess prior to when the highway was put in. Obviously the northeast winds and storms here can be pretty brutal. The remains of an old highway bridge. It's actually dated 1926, I believe. I wouldn't recommend driving on it, but it's old and it actually still stands there. Again, the map, which actually shows a black line streaks through it, is the old abandoned rail line. Welcome to Trepassey. There actually remains of a rail yard here, although there's no remnants of such as rails and spikes and whatnot. But there's actually firebox brick from locomotives littered around the area down by the beach. There's a picture here that actually shows the switching arrangement. Not sure if this is actually true or not, but it actually makes logical sense because you go across that beach down to the end. There's actually a level area down there that I would say a freight yard once did stand. I have a little picture made up there that actually shows that to be so. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Trepassey branch line. It's taken 2.5 years to get as much information as I have now, and future explorations are to come. And I enjoy the walks. It's been very informative, and I've got to say, it was definitely a pleasure to do the line. It's definitely not over. I'll certainly be back here and hopefully update this video. And in the meantime, if you want the 3-part video as into one piece, please just email me at vo1mds@hotmail.com. Again, thank you for watching and take care.
wait by the railroad track. Won't be no trains coming and going. You can wait, but they won't be back. Won't be no trains coming and going. Well, they took apart that band of steel down in the wrecker's yard, and they left me standing here dragging my heels. Times get tough and times get hard. Well, you can wait by the railroad track. Won't be no trains coming and going. You can wait, but they won't be back. Won't be no trains coming and going. And you won't see the lights in the passenger cars, pictures in the window frames. And you won't hear them shouting out, all aboard, last call for the St. John train. Well, you can wait by the railroad track. Won't be no trains coming and going. You can wait, but they won't be back. Won't be no trains coming and going. On a winter's night, echoing round that hill. But all I know is I'd feel alright if I heard them echoing